Homies! It's time! Let's get some Diablo 2 action going on here. Goodest of mornings already to Mr. Gemfire, Provost, D2R big fan. How's it going, homies? Welcome on in. We got the CBAAL runs going on. Let's get some levels. Let's find some Aldurs Armor. It's time. You heard him. You heard him. Let's go. We're just getting right to it. They'll fill in. They'll fill in as we go. Don't even worry about it. Stuck at work, that's alright, man. You can live vicariously through us here. We get 5 anything. We'll be on later tonight too, running some. We're gonna be putting in them doubles for y'all. 2 days.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm surprised nobody's joined yet. I had to make 2 because 1 was not in health. Claws? You guys ready for our GG claws right here? Brother, indeed. There's up a little bit. Turn. A tur. Surprised nobody the entire run. Come on now. Ladder's dead, guys. This is why we're rebuilding the community, because we can't be letting this happen. Ladder can't be dead with like a whole month and a half left. What are we saying? Make some new fun classes to play. Not like new classes, but like new builds. The general, save some time. Yesterday I was able to have it say live on YouTube and Twitch, so I'm not sure what happened this time, but I realized I just did a chaos run and then left. That wasn't even a bail run. My bad. Used to G rushing and then leveling people like that just through chaos, so hey, that's on me, OG. That one, that's on me. I only got 3 bars left. You think we can do it today if we just blast? I mean 3 bars to 97. And then 98. And then 99. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Unless we just do CBAALs and blast like every single day, which is always on the table. At this point, I'm just all about giving back to the community, helping those that can't play or don't have the time to play or whatever. Already gave out an Enigma this season, giving out so much stuff. Multiple Shakos, Akis. The homies in general just hook each other up constantly, honestly.
I am overburdened.
Bah.
I can't carry anymore.
That's why like having a group Iron Man or like a group self-found would be really fun way to play the game. Because apparently, shout out Shrimp Diablo, that guy has awesome awesome legacy content and stuff like that, and he does cut content a lot through data mining and just research, etc. And he found out that clans, or I think they were guilds technically, was cut content from the game from OG launch. So it'd be cool if they brought it back and then allowed, like, I don't know, 50 to 100 people or something like that to be part of a community, and then they can all trade amongst each other, but like anybody that's not that can't. What up, Craft? Happy to see you here. Got some new faces. Got Mr. Apropos, who's I know has joined the Discord. Oh! We're locking in on the... We're still locking in on the set plates, guys. We're still locking in on the set plates.
I am overburdened.
We're in Howie CBAAL 03. Not gonna forget to do the bail this time, you guys. I almost did, though. I almost did. Need a sling ring at this point. Free up 2 charm slots, you guys. That's the biggest thing with a sling ring. You guys don't think about that. You don't need a tome of TP anymore. You get 2 more small charms. Not bad, not bad. What you got going on today, Mr. Clark? We're gonna be doing big PM stream after the jiu-jitsu tonight if we're able to schmack that goal. Best CBAAL runs around, guys. The Grand Crown or Charm? Chain Glove, neither. It was neither. Brr. Work and kids and wife life. We got this, and then at noon I've been getting off, and me and the little one take the dog for a walk, and then go to the pool after, because we ended up buying 2 pool passes. Because I figure if you probably will be pretty rare where all 3 of us go, because it would only have to be in the evening. And if that's the case, it's like $4 for residents, so we can just, you know, spend the $4 as opposed. Well, I guess it was only like $25 for another pass. First one's 50, and then like each additional family member's 25. So like 75 for 2 pool passes ain't bad. And we, the math is, you know, you go like 4, or it was like 12 times, and it's worth it. But we've already gone, gosh, I don't even know, 4 or 5 times in just a matter of like 2 weeks, so definitely gonna get our money's worth on that. And it's fun because it's just, you know, like, oh, let's just go to the pool. It's been so hot, like this whole week is 90 and sunny. Yeah, it's been really hot this week. Last week wasn't too bad. The week before that was really rough because it was super humid. Oh, we got them coming in. What is this? 03, 04. Where are you at? Were you Minnesota? Someone's in Minnesota. Someone's Minnesota. I know Jables is Illinois. We got the whole Midwest on lock, guys, with the homie. That's why we're all just a bunch of real dudes. Look at them coming to the wrong act. Look at them. Look at them. Guys, you guys are gonna expose me. I'm gonna have nobody helping out, and then huh? Oh, God.
Brother,
And then after the pool, I help out with the kids class for jujitsu, and then after that there's the fundamentals class, which I usually go to, and then there's the all levels class, which I will stay for.
I can't carry anymore.
No percent faster hit recovery.
I can't carry
Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't even want the loot. I'm just here for the level. I'm here for the level. What's up, Renox and Hone? Fuck this life is a meme guy. Whoever that is must be one grade A, you know, douchebag. Burn. Warhammer. Damn potions. You get dang potions. Season 15, dude. I don't think people are ready for Mosaic. Like, the people that bought Reign of the Warlock that don't know about Mosaic on ladder, I think they're just gonna get crazy. They're just gonna go crazy. We don't do any of that here. Remember, like... Sub build. We got some homies coming in now. Buddy, Tradery needs to sponsor me, for real. Because, like, we be hooking them up with lots of people this season. This season alone, I know I've sent at least 5, like, the homies have sent at least 5 new people to their website that, like, use it consistently now. So I'm just saying, I need to get my, you know, PR manager on that. I need to go send my, accountant. Hey, make a note of that. Make a note of that. Do that later, okay? Thanks, Stacy. You're the best. Thanks, Sugar Tits. Yeah. Propa wants a coffee. Thanks. Thanks, Toots. Hey, here's some extra money. Go buy one of them push-up bras we all like around here. And one of them extra tight skirts. Boop. Oh, 05, looking live. Ooh, I thought I got my demon. I held my breath for a second. You guys feel like your demon's suicide run underneath the consume as well? Because I feel like that happens sometimes for me as well. Oh, guys, sorry. Sorry. True. They do. Hey. This guy's taking a dookie. Number 1 or number 2? You can't leave him hanging like that though. Just rude. Oh, there we go. I'm being left out to dry again though. You guys are making it pairs. Bastards. You bastards. Watching the run, not in it? Oh, buddy, we're just doing this every day until I get Aldurs Armor. Hey, anyone's in this game, if you pick up Aldurs Armor and you don't ID it, I'm coming to your house and, you know, or tells Amy, okay? If you find an amulet and it's a set amulet and it says a bussy can get a, which by the way is the best name for an Abyss Warlock, I don't care what nobody says. If it says that it's eligible for Chronicle, it's a Tal's amulet, 100%. We need 3 more sets for our Chronicussy. Where's he at? No. Oh, heralds are so scary and hard to kill. Oh. Guys, I don't even look at tier 5 heralds. They're scared of me. The way that 99% of the player base, or that way 90% of the player base looks at heralds, that's how heralds look at me. Drops are all for the homies. All I'm saying, no one warlock should have all this power. No one man should have all this power. Bobis do. So desu ka. Ooh. Dolls. Souls and dolls. If I was a lesser man, like a bot, I would leave this game and remake a game and it would take me 4 minutes to do it. But guys, we don't suck ass. Get your cheeks in here. Voice note. Five watching, one not in game. Hey, you might not be the only one not in game. I don't think T-Bone's here. I don't think he's in game, unless he's smurfing on us. Garbage. Hey, we gotta absolutely decimate that that like button so we get more than 5 people in here, though. That's the thing. We're taking over. Bring your brick and come join the community game, you know? We're rebuilding this community brick by brick to its glory days. So many homies returning after like so many years and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. So much. We reminisce on a lot of things. You guys remember the torch dropping? Remember the just items poofing out, trying to perm items? Remember Oridins? Where they could bug the trade and then like infinitely stack their auras, and then they would join the game hostile to you. And if you had your map up like this, yep, Uber leveling. I used to spin for I used to be a spinner, so I had a hammered in that would just spin, and I would just hold. I remember I would hold shift and left click, and I would just watch second monitor content the whole time. Wire fleece. Is that Gladsbane? If you find something, I did in the next game. I remember Oridins, that was the funniest thing, because if you had your map up, right, and they would be like TPing or charging in usually, and you would just see their red X get closer and closer to you, and you're just trying to get off the screen, because you know the second they get onto your screen, you're just going to die. You're just going to go, bah, because their aura with the fire and the shock is just exploding you instantly. It was so funny. Yeah, Mr. Rich. Mr. Rich is over here taking a dookie. What are you making with your necro? I didn't run more than one account until I did. But that was when the game was extremely dead at that point, and like everybody was just doing whatever they wanted before, like a few years before Reign of the Warlock came out. And I just mostly wanted to do it to make every day be like Christmas morning when you wake up and be like, ooh. I wasn't ever like selling this shit or anything weird like that. No. He just did all this effort, Rich, to go out of town. He's like, zap one thing, ban. And it's gone. And you're gone. Get him out of here. Get him out of our game. So it's crazy that they're able to do that, right? But then, like, the whole reason we don't get player adjustment is because of botters and, you know, or online player adjustment. That'd be really nice. And mysteriously, after every ban wave, the game just happens to go on like 25% off. They know what they're doing, you guys. Big ban wave at the beginning, right at the beginning of fiscal quarter number 3. Interesting. Interesting, princess. Scorpion pirates. The hell are scorpion pirates? Poison Nova, look at him. Look at him hitting him with the classic. Poison Nova should do like the poison dagger explosion when it kills. That would be, and it should be able to. I remember the Imp Shanks, 08 Valks, all that stuff. Oh, 08 Ariats. The hybrid rune words, those were funny. Like Beast of Doom, Doom of Grief, all that type of stuff. But we just rocking with ladder seasons now. I just pretty much only play ladder. Back then, I think I mostly played non-ladder. Except for when spirit, like you needed a spirit or something, then because that was, or an insight, and you'd make those. I didn't like really, I don't think, grind. I would just like play enough to get them that when they came over to non-ladder, it would be worth it. It was so stupid how much spirit is worth on non-ladder, and how based off of how easy it is to get on ladder. But it was just so good. And like perfect 35 spirits and stuff like that were just worth so much. Back in my day. Superior Monarch, huh? Oh shit. Oh shit. That's superior. That's that superior. Double 15 superior. That's that big repair bill superior. Hey guys, we profit off of the perfectionist people, okay? We don't need it. We don't need it. But we just profit off of the people that want it. You know what I mean? That feel like they need it. That's the secret to getting rich, honestly. Being like, oh, that's good enough, and not in ladder anyways, like not chasing perfection. You sell perfect stuff to the people that are just like, I need it, even though they also know defense is pretty worthless. I guess I'm shield. Michael? Rune repairs? True. But even then, having to find all the ords and do the cube and all that's kind of a pain. Like, none of my gear is absolutely perfect, and I'm, you know, basically doing player 8. Or, well, not basically, I'm doing player 8. Whirlwind Sins were really fun. You said you had a kick sin, and that reminded me Whirlwind Sins were cool. For PvP when they first came out.
Good afternoon.
Oh. That was almost bad. Yeah, and I don't even play non-ladder. That's the thing. I delete my character every single season. I don't even have a Hall of Heroes or anything like that. It's all about the ladder journey for me. Yes, sir. We gave him a tap send-off last time. Give him a salute, and we played taps as I deleted them all at the beginning of the season. It's in the bot. It's in like all the season 14 stuff. Is I really only play on stream, so pretty much the whole journey of this season is on the playlist. Like the very first video. It was like Enigmas, Hodos, Torches, yeah. Non-ladders economy's already cooked enough, it doesn't need my handouts. That was my take. I'm not gonna further tank the non-ladder economy. I ain't gonna do it. I want nothing to do with that. That abyss. And it's just, I mean, we're fun overall, so I like the journey of a ladder season, figuring out like, oh, what's the next drop, you know, what's gonna make me rich. Like this season, in the very first week, I got a 40 ED Opal vein. Last season, I had to farm keys, and I had a friend turning the keys into torches for me, and I got like just 10 garbage unsellable torches, and it was insane. This season I did 2 key sets. I have a Bislock and I made a smiter to just, you know, smite and help people out with things. First 2 torches, Warlock, Pally. Not good, but I'm like, all right, you know, all right, I'm good. I feel like it's easy enough to do that on non-ladder, and there's already enough people that are like rich as hell on non-ladder that I can leave them to do it. Also, sometimes giving the people the gear right away like makes them get burnt out and bored. Like they think they want it, but then once they have it, they're like, now I have it. I don't really have, like, that was the goal I was working towards. I was farming every day to get my enigma, my job, my burr, or just whatever the, you know, item might be. Usually it's probably an enigma if they're a new player. And then they're just like don't have a reason to play. They get a little burned out and bored. Not saying it happens every time, but for some it does. You gotta have them get their own first and shiny. Like once they have their enigma and they like know what it's like or something like that, then it's like sure. I mean, this season I'm giving my void to one of the homies in Discord because he just let me have my let me have his black clef for a while. I couldn't find one and I wanted to farm tombs, and he was like, hey, if you give me the void, I was like, yeah, of course. I'm gonna delete it anyways. Yeah, I feel like this game's all about kind of, especially with the rarity and the chase, like setting that goal and sticking to it. But then that's where the fun RNG comes in, because sometimes you find something that's like, wait, that's really good. Like, wait, I'm finding, you know, a Griffins and a Titans and a Storm Shield. Like, now, fuck it, I'm just gonna make Javazon, you know? I'm gonna make, who knows. But next season, we're all starting werewolf druids, by the way. We're making a homie wolf pack. We're sick of whoever are getting all the garbage drops for druids that we can't use or sell or do anything. So we're gonna make all werewolf druids. We're taking over the ladder. Sick. Nice. Yeah, throughout the ladder too, I mean, I just like, as you will see in the Discord, everyone's just kind of constantly helping everyone out and stuff like that, so. We got a good community going. Curse you. Miasma chain. Shark skin gloves. Look at these little vultures. Everybody's like so. Everybody's greedy today. They want it.
Salutations.
Got them gloves. Nice one. Usually, like if we're playing, you know, farm games or something like that, if we're looking for stuff and doing public farming, try to let this stuff just drop, and then like whoever needs it's gonna get it. But the people that just have that mentality of like, oh, I gotta get everything, and then they don't get invited back to play with the people that will just like give them things and stuff like that, like, you know, that's I think it's like a self-defeating cycle there, mentality of like, I won't get rich unless I get all the drops. But then this season in the Discord, we've had people that have had their first Enigma in literally 15 years, their first Infinity in 10 years, stuff like that, solely from just like, they give some, they get a lot, you know. But if you're all just like, oh, give me this, give me that, people are gonna realize that and be like, you know what, you don't contribute. It's weird what, like, the games, you know, have their own little mini societies that kind of form within them, right? Like, you do more work, you get more food. You don't do anything, you get less food. You know, like, just very basic, boils down to that almost. Obviously, everyone need to eat. But I always say, even to the new people, like, you can help, you know, rush someone through normal, or do a socket quest for them, or if you find something, throw it out. Oh. I said, beef, hot links. But some people are really just parasocial weirdos, and it is what it is, right? We ain't here to try to fix nobody, just the community. People gotta fix. People can only fix themselves, right? Brrr. I miss when we had Lockheed and Diablo in here, Mr. Lego Mike. Blasting with us. Oh, God. Oh, there's one hiding back there. You guys remember /FL and /FM? Wait, it still works, right? Yeah, it does. But it's like terrible compared to what it used to look like. I remember. Hey, you got member? I remember. We got our own member berries here in track. You guys want to pop shards, you can. J-Mod. Oh, somebody will find something. Yesterday we had a Vex drop in Chaos. Got him. GG easy. Oh, worsks. Worsks. I don't even hold all. You can't even see what happens, what drops in these public games. Got the picket bots at work. Little picket loot ninja gremlins. Oh, 100 poison him. 100 poison. A little 100 poison for you. Oops. Wrong one. damn little. We're zooming. I need just one other person. No! I need that to be set. Set Shadow Plate. Extra window for game. Are you in here now? Need one other person to be doing any DPS. Gotcha. You're living vicariously, I understand. Appreciate you. Doubling down. You want, it's so funny to me that people can't buy their Discord link. Hold on, Segridge. Let me pin that for you. Oh shit. There we go. Join the homies. There you are. Thanks for reminding me, by the way. Alright, you guys got it. You guys got it. Look at these big guys. Look at this big DPS, you guys. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's a blood boil lock in here. Somebody's actually doing damage. Bless. I did also get the the rare Shaco. I did get the Discord roles set up for the different homie tiers for YouTube/Twitch subs, or YouTube members and Twitch subs, I guess. I don't think I missed anybody. It's not like a manual linking or automatic thing. Uh-oh. Ooh. Juking him. Ankle shattering. Ping. No. Was the vortex shield good? I have split. It's split. It goes to both. Blah, 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 blah. Buddy, can't be running without sound. You gotta have a mix. Sometimes I put some music on, but because YouTube is, speaking of TOS, YouTube's absolutely bonkers with music. They gun you down in the streets for like a 5-hour stream with 10 seconds of anything DMCA. It's absolutely insane. That's why make sure if you have a Twitch, follow on Twitch, because sometimes we do late night streams where we actually play music, because Twitch will just mute the VODs. Whereas YouTube will just straight up be like, oh, you're playing DMCA music and you're banned. So we learned the hard way that we gotta do it like this. And if you got that Twitch Prime, you guys, we're pushing for this as like a full-time thing. We got videos, we got guys, we got homies, we got everything. We're rebuilding the Diablo 2 community. Grab your brick, come on in. Come on.
Salutations.
But like the PM streams for the goal and stuff like that, that'll probably be on YouTube or on Twitch, just because that's, I don't know, it's fun to put some music on, and I can even do song requests and stuff like that. You guys can put in links and then it plays it automatically. But yeah, the ambient sound in the game is so good. I like ambient. And at least on Resurrected, you can like really adjust stuff. Yeah, get bricked up and come on in, you know?
I'm gonna come.
Do not come.
You gotta do it though. Buddy, we save that boomer stream stuff for the birds, you know? That's for the birds. Put a modern twist on Diablo 2 here. Grab a brick, because we're getting it brick by brick. Bricked up just means you're getting hard. I mean, you should. Come on, Unk. You gotta get that one. Even Wedge gets that one. I'm just kidding. Love Wedge. I understand. It's funny because YouTube breaks down like your audience, and I think it says like 44% is like 35 through 44, I think it is, and then it's like 45 plus is the other, not as big of a percent because I bring in a little bit younger, obviously, but there's a lot of people over that as well. Grab your brick. That just means like we're rebuilding it. We're building the foundation back up of the Diablo 2 community. You know, I need you guys, and it's gonna take all of us. So I need your guys' brick. You're bringing, as you join the community, you're bringing a brick to put into the foundation. Jesus Christ, you guys! Come on. They say boomers aren't smart, but come on, you guys. Don't play into the stereotypes, unks. Not on release, but I got in before Runeworks. I have a brother that's 5 years older. I'm 32. I'll be 33 at the end of November. Oof. And my brother got into the game when he was in like middle school. So probably around like I don't even remember. But I was like 7 or 8 when I started playing, and I just got all the hand-me-downs and stuff. It took me years to not just be a pack rat in the game, saving everything, because all I got was just always the garbage loot drops and stuff like that. Amber Barb. Wait, nice-o. Get some big boys. My brother was like huge on the PvP, I remember. I had quit at that point, but I came back periodically every now and then. And then I came back at D2R for a bit and then stopped, and then, you know. But it's just like, you know, it's like riding a bike. When you have that many hours in as a young kid and you just do everything, it's just, the game's so muscle memory too. Once you shed a little bit of that rust off, it's just like riding a bike again. ¿Dónde está? There it is. Eek. All right. What's going on? Why are they so strong? Them big guys. Hey man, Wedge in the Discord, he's in his 50s. There's other people that, you know, are much older as well. I know I'm on the younger side, and I lean into that a little bit. I like the young brother, just like dickhead, you know, joking around kind of guy. We just like to have fun, you know. We did like, that's why I delete all my. It's all pixels to me, you know. I don't think I'm better than anybody or anything. Like I don't like just because of this. No, we got everybody. We got people all ages and sizes. I want him. He knows we love him. But it's not like he's even the oldest, I don't think. Pretty sure there's other people. But yeah, most I'd say are late 30s or like 40s. I am the youngest. Well, not the youngest, but... Yeah, the G-Bar vs. Rust Bar. Yeah, that was Shrimp. Shrimp was doing a lot of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. He has a bunch of great legacy content. Look at all these big boys. Just fucking up my GPU for no reason. Look at these guys just making my PC work overtime so they could tickle Bale's taint. Summon Necro, and there's so many stuff that needs rework, dude. Melee in general needs a rework. We're coping. You guys, Ruin Words, Uniques, they need reworks. Classes like Summon, they need reworks. Boson, please. Or at least just a little love, you know, some way, shape, or form. But my full cope for BlizzCon, by the way, guys, is as like they're gonna be, you know, doing their panels, they're gonna be live or whatever talking about it, and then it's gonna go like, and now, you know, who's ever the MC on stage, we'll say it's Mr. Llama, right? Mr. Llama's up there, and he's got the mic, and he's like, and now, yeah, Whirlwind Barb needs to be a true AoE, and maybe add like a synergy, because we have this with enhanced entropy, right? Where the AoE gets bigger as the points go into it. So like maybe have a war cry or like make it weapon based or something that allows your whirlwind to get bigger. Whirlwind not being a true AoE, and the best way to do whirlwind to like go around and like reverse Fibonacci sequence is the most counterintuitive bullshit ever. Like you would not think as a new player like, oh, that's how I should do it, but you know, it is what it is. So anyways, the cope that we have is that Mr. Llama's gonna be up on stage, right? And he's gonna be like, and now a little like something new from one of my favorite games, or like a fan favorite or something. Screen, like everything goes dark, screen starts to come on, and then there's just like pause, werewolf pause, right? Just like a close up of werewolf pause, just thundering, running through the woods. And then it pans out to like a full wolf pack of a bunch of druid werewolves just running, and the crowd starts, oh, because they realize, you know, it's Diablo 2, it's the werewolves. And then they jump at some demons, fuck them up or something like that. And then they go and say, comes back on after the cinematic plays, and Llama's like, that's right, brand new werewolf, season 15 is Season of the Wolf, or, you know, some shit like that. And we have a brand new rework to druids live right now. Season 15 is available, like starting tonight, you guys, so hop on. You know, Blizzard loves their shadow drops. You can see it, man. No, yeah, I'm saying it's full copium. All right, but that's the full copium that we have for the BlizzCon right now. Because that's what they did with Paladin. That's basically what they did with Reign of the Warlock. Blizzard gets bricked up about their fucking their Paladin. No, they're reworking something. They got something cooking, and they're gonna shadow drop because it's too perfect. I mean, think about it. The season's gonna end around September, right? When is BlizzCon? September 12th and 13th. I think it's on a Friday, which is usually when they drop their season because they know that, you know, this is the dad game, and people, you know, usually they don't do like the Tuesday at midnight bullshit like they do for WoW, where the people that just got on that game on 2004 and never got off Fiend, you know. Ooh, just in time. Mine's on November, and it's just a few days after GTA drops. But I don't know if I'm gonna cop GTA right away. I want to see how. I want to see two things. I want to see how it runs on the base PS5 first, and I want to see if it's worth it. Like if it's worth the $80. I mean, we ain't getting no physical disc, so fuck you. I'll take my damn time buying it then. Oh! Chronicle action, guys? I haven't gotten that? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pookie. You guys better ID things for me or I'll find you. Especially if it's Aldurs Armor. I have somehow, in 2 seasons, not found Aldurs Armor once, you guys. Tails Ammy makes sense, right? Sanders Cap makes sense, right? I don't farm normal cows more than like my first spirit that I need. But Aldurs Armor? Not even being in a game where it's dropped? What are we saying? Womp womp. How many summons can a Necro add? Did they up it? I feel like this is more than, or we got like 2 of them in here or something. No, just 1. This is like this is the reason I didn't play Mosaic Sin. I didn't want my GPU to just get fried. Look, the game doesn't even know what to do. They can't even move. Damn Necro. I can hear the extra fans kick on my screen when the Necro comes on screen. I think I have a 4070 Ti.
Hello.
But still, again, we don't run perfection. Getting things, I got this PC like 2 years ago for like $1,600. i7 4070 Ti. I don't know how much storage. I think 2 terabytes. We call that worth. But I ain't running no top of the line shit, especially with today's prices. Oops, Baal first. I got in the zone. We got in Yap mode. Uno reverse it. Uno reverse it. It definitely would have fried Mosaic Sin. Would have fried my graphics card and shit before that though. I like, yeah, I think I had a 1660. That's why I was nervous. Nice.
Can't carry anymore.
Warranties can be clutch, but 99.9% of the time, they are not. But stuff on like the tools, I know like certain. My buddy worked at Home Depot for a little bit back in the day, and he said like, I forgot what their brand of tools are, but you know how like Lowe's, Walmart, Menards, they all have like their specific brands of tools, like their own kind of in-house brand. Like Menards is Master Force. I think what is it, Ryobi, like the white and blue ones, is Walmart's. But anyways, they had like a year warranty on those, and so if you just brought it back, like basically, you know, even one day before the end, we're like, yeah, hey, this doesn't work, because it's theirs, and they didn't have to work with some sort of like third-party supplier, manufacturer, or anything like that. They were able to just replace it, and they would just like, you could just get a new, brand new tool basically. Look at that, Aki. You get a brand new tool every. Oh fuck! We didn't do the chaos. Sorry guys, we didn't do the chaos. All right, we're doing the chaos.
Good afternoon.
That's A. That's on me. That's on me. That one's on me. OG. That's on me. We do it right this time. Who got the Aki? Nice. Look at that. Yes, thank you for linking it. We just like to share hype and stuff around this. I'm not gonna baby rage and like demand it. I'm not gonna put the runs in hostage. We don't do that shit. Oh, here comes this guy. They ain't worth shit. Cool. Thanks. Hey, that what a cool. Still cool to find. I think the amount of that people want to flex their knowledge in this game is insane, you guys. Like we've all played the game for fucking 20 years. We all understand, right? And if we don't, then like, oh. The people that just, or they come in, they start yapping about PvP, they start talking about forum gold, and then they start linking their gear. Those are my favorite people. There was one dude that came in, and we were doing a Baal run, and he hostiled us, and I'm like, okay, so I just went to where, like, you know, you come in to the Throne of Destruction, since there's obviously only the one entrance, and I just did this. I just threw hella chains down. And he was like, if I come down, am I going to die? And we were like, oh yeah, 100%. Second he popped on the screen, he died. And he was just like, oh, lol. And then he starts talking about, like, I'll give 5,000 forum gold to anybody that could one-shot me. And it just starts linking. Like, he was being a cool sport about it at first and, like, laughing. So we thought he's like, oh, okay, he isn't one of these weirdos. But then he just starts yapping about forum gold and, like, just starts linking all of his gear, and we're like, dude, literally nobody cares. I delete my characters every single season. You think I give a fuck about gear? Like, the game's about, it's pixels, dog. This shit's crazy to me. And PvP isn't even skill-based, if I'm being honest, especially when we're talking melee. It's just like a chance of this, a chance of that. It's just RNG plus whoever spent the most on their build. There's not a whole lot of like skill involved, right? Either I'm gonna hit or you're gonna hit me. I'm gonna proc or you're gonna proc me. You know, that type of shit. It ain't nothing like, you know, casters maybe, sure, but we're not doing like Elden Ring or something. Rebuild from Best Buy. Wait, that's where I got mine. Was an open box from Best Buy. Best Buy, I don't usually mind getting stuff from Best Buy. I like usually pre-order my games for PS5 from there because you get the free Steelbook usually. And I collect Steelbooks for games that I like. I only buy games that I like. I don't just buy everything, obviously. In this economy? Guys, we're trying to do this full time. We got a kid on the way. You know, gotta get that bread. We can't be just wasting money. Second kid on the way. Someone to plug in his tablet. Damn. Isn't it so crazy how that... Well, I'm glad your kid's okay. Well, at least they were nice about it. I feel like I always end up getting a nightmare situation. I almost lost my mind on Nintendo because I had the base. I had the base game on PS5, but I thought I had it on my Switch too. And when Reign of the Warlock came out when I got back into the game last season, I made a Hork like Trav Barb, and I wanted to just do that in bed while like watching TV and stuff like at times. And the PS5 is set up in the main like room, so you know, little one and stuff like can hop on and play and stuff too. And we use it for entertainment as well. And so I'm like, well, I want to do that. So I bought just the expansion because I thought I had the base game. And on their store, they had the base game, but there was no purchase option because you could only purchase the DLC or a bundle, right? And so since I bought the DLC and it downloaded, I would try to load it and it would say, no, you have to have the base game. And it was this infinite loop of just taking me to, it would say like, go to store or cancel. Go to store would bring up the base Diablo 2 page, and there was no purchase option. There was just no nothing, no anything. And so I eventually had to contact their support and be like, hey, I don't, you know, really like want to buy the bundle because I just bought this. Like, I'm fine buying the game at full, like, whatever, and paying an extra $10 because it was my mistake. I thought I had it on there, but like I have this $25 DLC and I literally can do nothing with it. And they're like, well, we'll escalate this to our like refund team. Typically, like, we don't allow these refunds at all, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm fine buying the base game, but you guys aren't allowing it. And I'm not gonna buy a bundle and basically buy the DLC twice. I'm like, but because you guys want everybody to buy the bundle and not just the base game, like, you have disabled that option, and now I can't do that. The only option is to buy the bundle. I'm not gonna do that, and you're basically saying I can't get a refund, even though this is absolutely worthless to me. Like, I can't do anything. I can't do anything with it. I ended up getting my refund, but for the like day and a half that it took for them to get me the answer, I was about to go out of my way on the high seas for every Nintendo thing there is, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was prepared. I was gonna go full pirate captain. I mean, probably. Whoever, I'm gonna keep it a buck, guys. Whoever that Discord or Blizzard rep in that main Discord is, they ain't doing their damn job. There's people talking about all these bugs, all these fixes, all this other shit that could like go on, and like we're just, I don't know if they're just taking notes in silence. I posted a video of Miasma Bolt in PvP doing literally 0 damage. 0 damage. Miasma Bolt. Go try it out right now. Go hostile somebody and just let them stand still. You can cast Miasma Bolt at their face 1,000 times in a row. Have them take off all their gear. Doesn't matter. You won't do any damage to them. Like, what are we saying here, guys? That's the thing I do here. I'm not ever gonna lie to nobody, okay? If you feel bad about it, it's probably because it's on your end and the truth hurts. We were talking about rage bait content and stuff the other day, and I'm like, honestly, the truth rage baits people enough these days. So yeah, all you got to do is just kind of keep it real, be honest, say the quiet part out loud type stuff, you know. And people end up losing their minds because they can't. There's no accountability. I have no idea. It just is like people just can't handle the truth in their own, you know. I feel like every time somebody starts getting mad, it's like they just start doing these crazy mental gymnastics to like get out of being, and 90% of the time it's not even like a big deal or the person is even trying to accuse you of something. It's just like, hey, like I found this out and I'm pointing this out. It's like, well, you think I'm stupid? Like, it's like, whoa, you're making all these things and now I have to like defend myself against these accusations that you are making in your head that I never said. Like, you know, this is crazy. Hold on, souls, wee woo, wee woo. Get him out of here. Alright, good job, guys. Whew, I got spooky for a second. Had to lock in there. But at the end of the day, even though as much as it rage baits and, you know, pisses people off, people respect honesty. Because you can be honest about something and like not you know, be an asshole. Fake content. Yeah, I should be the bot where we leave and then pre-recorded. I'm actually just sitting here and not even playing. I just have my hands down on my desk acting like it. This is all pre-recorded from somebody, you know, much better than I am. Guys, don't forget to like that, hit that like button. Hulk smash and Exodia obliterate it. Get us out into that algorithm, you know. I didn't make the algorithm. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. I don't hate the player. Hate the game. Ah! Let me TP. What the fuck? Oh, it switched off. God damn it. There's another thing. The skill just randomly switches off of your right click, left click. Alright. Appreciate you yapping while you were yapping. Keeping the stream fun and engaging for us all. Good luck on those boxes. No, I unbound it. I thought it was, but I unbound scroll. It's not. It just actually randomly switches off. See, I'm ahead of you, okay? We know. I already tried that. I unbound the scroll wheel and everything, and there was no option at all to switch, and it still was doing it. I don't know, like, if it's just... Because I have very high... I'm just, like, F2, F4, like, blah, 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 like, going like this between chains and, miasma, or, abyss, but I don't know what causes it. But once I found out that it wasn't the scroll, I rebound it because it's damn near impossible to get it off with instacast, you know, especially in the moment. But it has caused many deaths for me. It's pretty annoying where I'm just like go into the middle of the pack and then all of a sudden I'm not able to get out of the pack. What about a summon summon Necro with, what is it, Beast? Or is it Beast that gives fanaticism, right? Because Doom is the freeze, right? I like having it on. Just because of that, it still switches for me sometimes. I don't know if it's a high APM thing. I don't know if it's like if you switch and click or something. I have no idea because I'm not looking down there at all, and I'm doing a ton of different inputs at once usually when I'm playing this build. But all of a sudden it just like randomly, I'm like, wait, why am I not teleporting? I look down and sure enough, it's usually set to Abyss. We found a lot of different bugs, like, with Warlock, honestly. Like, the one where if you don't have a demon, you know, that's larger, or, like, if you have a large demon, they stay on you, and I know that's kind of meant for Necro and stuff like that, but there's an ally unit collision with chains, so miasma chains don't go past any ally units. Like, look, they won't go past my demon right here at all, but it'll go out this way. You know, and so when you're TPing around with the demon on top of you, it's a full 360 blockage. You cannot cast any chains out. It's awful, which is why Hephaesto is like the GOAT, because he doesn't get stuck on you. We got it! We got it! I'll suck the skin off you nether regions. Yes! The second day of it, you guys. I knew we would find it. Yes, little Yania. My goat.
I'm gonna come.
Yes! Alright, guys. Tails Amulet.
What do you need?
Where was it? Where was it? Boom. Sorry to gazzo it, guys. Hold on, we gotta drop the, There we go. Sorry. I'm free. We finally found it. Oh, yes. Now just Hell's Amy. Now the easy one, right, guys? Oh. And god dang it. Dolls and oh boy. Oh,
I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up.
dolls and all right, we're good. Hey, we're good. Oh yeah, you don't farm terror zones for heralds. You farm them to just turn every zone into the pits. Every monster can drop, you know, griffins at that point. Thank you, Sobo. Thank you. How you doing this morning, homie? Or this evening for you, I suppose. Over there in the UK. Actually, EU, I don't even know exactly where. Pretty sure. We'll just do it after the third wave here every time. Absolutely Hulk smash and Exodia obliterate. That like button, you guys. Good. Good, you're doing well, homie. Doing them just for chronicles, basically. I know it's inefficient for leveling, but it's not. There's a big chance that he drops us big chronicles. What's going on, Zora? How you doing, homie? See? Switched off again somehow. Clearly I teleported over, I didn't move or do anything, and then it switches off. I don't understand it. It's so confusing. Who do you think you are? I am. We freaking found it, you guys. We done did it. What's up, bud? What's up, Unk? How's it going, homie? Wait, Vic died?
Greetings.
No wonder our man has been suffering. Vic, get back here. You're the necro ruining GPUs? Alright. Bet. I was laughing earlier. I'm like, this guy, especially when they all just like froze. I was like, oh no. I started talking about Mosaic Sin. I was like, this is the reason why I had like a 1660 back in the day. And I'm like, this is honestly why I didn't even try Mosaic out, because I was like, this shit's gonna fry my PC. I can't, like, it's too good. So I'm pumped. Apparently, Llama says that their, Mosaic is getting reworked and coming back to ladder next season. So, that'll be awesome. Because I didn't try that. And we're starting the homie wolf pack. So you already know, you got to join the Discord. It's pinned right there. And then make your werewolf. We're gonna take over the ladder with nothing but werewolf druids just running around, serving up paw. It's gonna be amazing, you guys. We're gonna get all our gear for like an Isruin, I think. Mosaic, oh boy, are you in for a treat? It's a rune word for assassins that made kicksins, like it made a whole new, basically class good again and viable. And it was too OP that Blizzard ended up not even knowing what to do with it, so they just disabled it, and it's been disabled like ever since. We're even allowing barbs with wolf owls in eventually. Just anything druid goes. I'm going werewolf, and I know a lot of other people are going werewolf. We got homie Wolfpack merch out on the store. Make sure you guys are checking out the store. The merch is actually great. I got the Look at 'em tee. Somebody else got the shard.
I can't carry anymore.
Got some funny stuff like Papa Shard Get Active, shard beanies. Nobody dropped this man a TP. Where's the compassion in the world? They disabled it at the end of ladder, and now you can't make it in ladder. So it's still in non-ladder, you just can't make it in ladder. It's actually the only non-ladder ruin word, non-ladder only ruin word, I guess. TPs cost trees. Fuck, dude, he's right. I was saying earlier, I need a sling ring. Undervalued point of a sling ring, you guys. You free up 2 small charm slots, because we all know large charms are worthless. You know what needs the biggest rework right now, though, is mercenaries. Mercenaries are in a fucking terrible spot, you guys, because they suck ass early game, right? They suck ass mid game, right? They were good once you got like your F4, your Andes, your, you know, Insight Infinity, whatever, late game. But now, with Heralds and the meta changing to basically just farm terror zones, you know, and then of course as you're farming the terror zones, the Heralds will pop up. We don't farm terror zones for Heralds, okay? That's not what we do here. So, but we farm everything else because you basically are turning every zone into the pits. You know, that's little zombie, he can drop a Griffins, he can drop a Griffins, he can drop a Griffins, he can drop a Griffins. That type of shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why we pop a shard and get active. However, once those Heralds do spawn, and they do get to 99, or they get to tier 5, they absolutely clap your Mercenary. So now Mercenaries are terrible early game, they're terrible mid game, and they're terrible late game. Mercenaries need a big rework in this game. They're down horrendous. And guys, hear me out. I've figured the solution, okay? No, I don't have a sling. I have an SOJ. I have 2 SOJs. Wolf and Merc upgrades. I would just love, like, I don't know, man, just anything. I think if you give them gloves and boots, it could make them a little better. Or just give them full inventories. My thing is, hear me out. If you've played League of Legends, okay, you're gonna understand right away. But if not, I'm gonna explain it as well. If you play League of Legends, there's a champion called Annie, all right, and her ultimate. Well, thank you, Muzzle. I haven't done anything with it, but thank you. There is a champion called Annie, and her ultimate is she summons basically a mercenary, like a little. It's a bear that you can control called Tibbers, right? But you can control him, or he wanders around. He does his own thing. If there's something in his attack range, he'll go and he'll try to attack it. If you go away, just like a mercenary, he'll tell there's a distance, and then he'll teleport on top of you, right? However, you can hit control. Like you move around by right clicking or left clicking in the game, similar to Diablo 2 as well. However, if you hold control, you stop moving Annie and you start controlling Tibbers, the bear. Let me do that with mercenaries, please. Let me be able to go over here, and as my mercenary tries to go and just this big pack of mobs that you're like, hey, don't do that. Or your stupid Act 1 merc is like that. I hold control. I can click back here, repositions the merc. I can basically force them to attack whoever I want with control click. It just adds, it gets your player killed if you suck, if you can't control like yourself and them, but you don't just hold control, like you don't just stand in the mobs, you go back. Think about that. You could make like an Enchantress Sork that basically stands back and you're mostly playing as the mercenary the entire time. That'd be fun. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. It just stays exactly the same. So people are like, well, I don't know about that. Then don't do it. Don't use it, okay? Like, the mercenary would still control exactly the same. It's just, if I could press control... Yeah, exactly. So, like, if, for example, if I go in here and I stand here and I start pressing control and moving my mercenary around, of course, like, I'm probably going to die if I'm a, weak build or don't have anything like that. But, if I go like this... and then I'm like over here, and I go, and then I reposition, and I go over, or just bring my mercenary back, or even a toggle, just like, hey, play more defensive, play more aggressive. But yeah, if I teleport right in here, and then I'm like, hold control. Yeah, it's a skill issue. It's a you issue. Respectfully, of course. Again, the truth rage baits people. But right here, I could, bring my mercenary back. I don't want them to die. Or if you're Act Boss farming, you could, like, specifically have them target the Act Boss instead of wandering around targeting, like, just random bullshit. And again, if it's just otherwise, the mercenary controls exactly how he would control. Like, if you don't want to do it, just adds that option in. Yeah, conviction ain't gonna do a whole lot. I do, when I upload videos, Muzzle, I work through Ableton, so I record everything. And I go in and I edit out every single breath that I take, you guys. Every single, I write the script, record the script, edit out every single little breath and stuff like that. I have EQ on, compressor, glue compressor, de-esser, all that type of shit. And then I put that into the video program. Well, Ableton is production, like music production and stuff. It's a music software program, but you can record in it. I do music as well, like music stuff as well. Exactly. But the people that like are just like making all the lip smacks and whatnot get that live, so. Yeah, I play with the de-esser a bit, but sometimes it's still weird. But that's why usually like the recorded videos are gonna sound better than the live video. Back here, sir. Teleport meadow. Damn. There's one strong tier, one herald. What the hell? Can't put my chains on him because of the damn unit collision. And he's in a weird angle right there, though. Oh, he dead? Nice. Yeah, I probably could look into making the OBS audio at least closer. That's a good point. A Bariza. You can make your bow lock now.
Good afternoon.
I don't know why I bought all those. Yeah, I don't have any sort of stabilizer, compressor, or anything like that. And obviously, if I talk loud, it'll peak. But sometimes it's that the peaking and shit is funny too. Not like the audio's ever gonna like fuck somebody. Superior crystal sword, I like that. I have just like a blue Yeti. I think it. Is there someone up here? Oh, look at him! Look at him tickling. There's a blue Yeti USB mic. I had a MX 910, I think, or something like that, into a whole mixer and all that shit. But then my mixer shit out, and I didn't feel like buying another one. Should have just bought like a Scarlet or something like that. But it is what it is. This is easy enough. There's a plug and play mark, and the quality's good enough, and it's alright. Again, we profit off them, the perfection people. Some people go too crazy on that, and it's just like, well, if it isn't like this and this, and then you go and look at like, I always think of, there was just some like famous League streamers and Twitch streamers and stuff like that, like I'm a cutie pie. That just white t-shirt, absolutely no production quality, like nothing crazy. And then there's stuff like, the peanut that goes over the top, or Dr. Disrespect as the insane just like hype promo shit. But it's funny because it doesn't seem like only people that have insane production quality or people that have only shit production quality. Like Jinxie is a huge streamer right now, and like his videos are scuff as hell. I am not. Banana. Yeah, I went to school for music, and my buddy went for audio recording and technologies. And we do lots of stuff like that. Boop, 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 boop. We were actually even just recently talking about like doing a little online kind of based like mixing and mastering and service and stuff like that for people. And then turn that into a possible recording studio type gig and all that. He actually, for his degree, he had to do an internship at a studio, and he went, it was one in Chicago, and All That Remains ended up recording an album there, and it was really cool. I went to visit him the week before it happened, and that he told me, he's like, dude, All That Remains is coming next week, and blah blah blah. But I was able to help him like set up and help for just some kind of random session and see everything, and then the guys left for the night and put us in charge of like making sure that we had to upload it and whatnot. And All That Remains had pre-sent all their equipment there, so like in this big huge crate box was like all of the stuff they're like that they wanted to use for recording, you know, like their mics and everything. And it was just like this holy grail box of like, oh my gosh, like look at this. It was so cool. But I remember they were like, oh yeah, like you guys can just lock up, you know, like we'll get going, because it's gonna take, you know, hours for this to export, because it's such a, you know, huge file and all that shit. So me and him were just messing around in the studio and shit until like, you know, 11 p.m. Just walked, like weed was basically not legal but decriminalized in Chicago, so we just like walked around the block, like smoked a bowl, came back inside. It was just really cool. It was a fun experience to go down and do that. I wish I was there to see All That Remains. That would have been fun, but obviously he was able to do that. Lem. Cheeky little Lem. Oh, I actually this is what I use. I use Ableton for all of like, I have a push too. I have a push too. I know it's insane overkill for what I'm using it for, but yeah. And then I just load up the drum rack, throw that on the drum rack, yada yada yada. I got a mini. This is my little mini. My little mini. I had some turntables, and then I had like some cracked version of like Serato DJ, and that was actually really fun, just like messing around with different things. Yeah, pound for pound, I like Ableton the most. I know like a lot of people swear by Pro Tools for recording and everything like that, and obviously like it's probably better. I'm pretty sure that's what like the recording studio they used and all that type of stuff. But I just like Ableton. Like I got used to using it. The plugins are amazing. It's so easy to use. And I remember I bought it. Me and my buddy, like, we went in halves on a student license, so it was pretty cheap and reasonable. Audacity, yeah, there you go. The good old free one. I remember schools like showing Audacity after I had learned Ableton, and I'm like, I wish education system got money, because like why are we showing people how to do this on just this garbage, like, you know, Just cough up like 2-3 grand and get the 5 computers in here that we're teaching this small class of, you know, wannabe engineers or whatever. Like, let's just get them Ableton, okay? Like, come on. Yeah, right. USA is what it is. I mean, you know, that's one of the big reasons. I have an education degree. One of the reasons why we got out of that was just like administration. A lot of people will say it's the kids and the teachers and the blah 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 and the parents, and like I found all that to be, you know, tolerable. Obviously there were some shit parents, but like if you're working, I don't know, customer service or anything customer facing, customers are going to be way worse than any parents ever were. Or if you're working, you know, fast, like any, you know, again, any customer facing job, like customers are going to be way worse. But it's just the administration is so ass, man. Like, especially on music, you're the bottom of the barrel. And like your actual class, and there's so much science proven of like why music is important and good for the kid, and like it's a legit class. And I'm having people like tell me that their kid won't come to the concert because they're gonna prio like this stupid little baseball tournament or something. And I get it, like the kid likes that more. It's like, but you understand, like this is a class. Like that's basically saying you're gonna skip your math exam. And administration not really having your back sometimes, and having to do. I was literally in a like boiler room with just random chairs, like kids nuts to butts. Just it was crazy, man. Packed like sardines in the basement. Just horrible. And I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm not going through 10 years of just this while getting paid like complete dog shit, by the way, in order to just maybe get a chance at like a better school or something. Who needs comedians? We try to make people laugh. Because about the end of the day, like, you know, we got like the goofy-tism, right? With a lot of the people that play D2 and stuff, they got like the numbers, the perfection, the like, well, actually kind of tism, and like, kind of like, not, you know, it is what it is. Everyone's on the spectrum somewhere, right? But we just like to, well, that's it too. Like all my, obviously being in education, the people that I knew, and like a lot of you know, friends from college, like they went into education and shit like that. A lot of the people like me that realized, you know what, screw this, like they switched to something else. They're doing a lot better, it seems, at least like mentally, than the other people. Like the other people are like, I can't wait for the weekend, I can't wait for summer, like just drinking all the time to deal with just the students. Like literally there were teachers talking, like elementary school teachers talking like on a Wednesday in the break room about how they can't wait for the weekend. I'm talking like 45, 50-year-old women, like just can't wait to the weekend so they could get shit-faced because of the hard week that they're having. And I'm over here like, Jesus, man. But yeah, otherwise having friends where like they're just like, yeah, you know, at least somebody's got to do it. It's just like, okay, but you don't like anything. They're so burnt out, it just seems. It's kind of sad. And it makes sense if you're getting paid more, but, you know, teachers get paid as much as, like, some fucking random, just hire anybody off the street kind of job. Unless you're at, like, an insane district, but no entry-level teacher starts there, you know? Is it? If it says I'm eligible, then it is, otherwise. Please be Tal's Amy. If we get Tal's Amy and Aldurs today, I'm just gonna go farm cows and then get our little footsteps. No! Got the brother. Ooh, that's Amulet. Yeah, getting cracked versions is fine. I found plugins sometimes work a little odd with cracked versions. We have Ableton 10, and I haven't really found a reason to upgrade it. They're probably on like Ableton 37 or something at this point. But overall, like, this is fine. Look, it just switched again. What is that going on? board teachers comedy tour. All right, we'll go from live streaming into stand up, you guys. Beef. I said beef. Hot links. I said beef. Gonna join. Nice. We're almost on 20, or we'll be on 20 next game. Not even death. Good luck on the amulet. The build-up is the best part in comedy. We're rolling. He's saying it. What is this? No context. I'm telling you guys, the Tibbers idea, that's a banger idea, because then you can stand back here, and I can put in, like, Act 5 Merc. Wouldn't it be fun to make an Enchant Sword, and then more so play as a juiced-up Act 5 Merc? You can just, like, run around smashing face, just kind of repositioning yourself instead of your mercenary. And you're actually able to control where he goes instead of just him, because I know that's kind of already a little bit of a thing, but it could just be so much better if you implement that. And then I think early game, you can position your mercenaries so they don't just stand. You know, I feel like if you do Blood Raven right away, your mercenary dies in the underground passage because you usually run into like a pack of archers or a pack of painteds that is just like shooting the lightning bolts at you, and your mercenary's just standing there like, oh, just give just you know, just getting holes put in them. You could maneuver them around a little bit, have them dodge, have you dodge. And again, if you don't want to use it, or you don't like want that function, you just don't use it, and your mercenary controls exactly how it is. Because that's what would happen if it was similar to, you know, the Tibber style. A champion sword. Who's the champion? Who's the champ?
Salutations.
Salutations. There we go. We got a muzzle in here. What up, homie? Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh. And if you're really cool, drop a sub or a membership. Or a little dono, actually. We'll get some PM stream going on here. It's weird that it doesn't let, for like the goals that you can set, it like can only be super chance or something, and then like based off of the value of the super chat. You can't just be like, yeah, anything. But if it's 5 anything, you know, whatever it is, we'll do it. We'll go buck meow on a PM stream tonight for you guys, probably around like 9 p.m. Request that you can activate different AoE on. I can get behind that. Or, God damn. Somebody do DPS. There we go. Somebody is doing DPS. Thank you, Johnny! We finally got it. We're free. Now we just need the Tails, Ami. And then we can power farm norm cows until we get Sanders Cap. Then we get the drip. Would you guys want to see more class-based seasonal rewards for Diablo? I think that would be really fun. So, you know how we have the Chronicle right now with the footsteps and the different TPs and stuff like that? Well, rewarding, like, oh, if you get a Druid to 99, you get this footsteps, or you get this back glow for Druid, or you get, like, these steps, but then you can kind of use them on, like, a mix and match. Like, maybe the Druids are little glowing, like, fiery, like, bear prints, or some bear tracks, or wolf tracks. Maybe the Sorks rotate between, like, cold, fire, and lightning. But it just rewards playing, not anything to do with like money or gear or anything like that. It just kind of rewards playing, just like the Chronicle does. But actually make it hard to be and then have it seasonal. Like each season there's a different thing. Give Druid bird mode? No, here we go. Isolate teleport cast frames to 125% for every single class. They're already able to do like spell specific cast frames, like Sork has lightning difference. You know, there's different things. I just think every class should have 125% faster cast rate as like the same frames for teleport only. Like make their tornadoes or their spells or whatever do whatever. But once you get a Dingba, to at least allow classes to go around at the same, you know, speed. And then if other classes become too OP from that, put the damage into the PTR. You have a PTR, use it, you know, test the damage, shit like that. Class specific rewards based on playing and like getting to 99 and like not a race. Because right now the leaderboard is so unattainable for a real person. You know, like unless you have a massive community that knows exactly what they're doing, it's all like pre-good, everybody's gonna handhold you all the way, and you have like 4 days to play without sleep, you're not gonna get to, like, you're not even a participant in the race, really. You can get to 99, but like the race to 99, the ladder leaderboard, the way it works right now is that ain't gonna happen. Look, they're trying to set me up. They're terrorizing it as we go. Look at us. Look at them. They're trying to just get me marked by Terror Zone 96 ghosties. Ah! Oh, wait, hold on. I actually gotta heal now. He chunked me. No, don't go in that.
Good afternoon.
You did that yourself. Haha. Yes, sir. We're going CBAAL. Where the fuck? Or even just like possible skins for the helmets or something like that, right? Like a transmog said, like you can make Jalal's look a little bit different, or you can make like your Titans glow or something. I don't know, something where it's like, yeah, Zans like to use these items, or you know, this class likes to use these items. Just some sort of cosmetic reward for playing the game and rewarding playtime, but that makes people want to play ladder and want to try out different classes and stuff like that. Isn't just some sort of like loricated male who wants Nat's armor. I think it'd be fun. Just anything that keeps people playing, really. There's a lot of people that I know or that are like only really kind of playing, but they, you know, they're only doing it to get the Chronicle, but they're still playing. You know, they're not just done with their season, done with whatever goal they set for themselves, and then it's like, okay, time to hop to the next whatever. next ARPG, or like, or Diablo 4 season's coming out. Oh look, Grim Dawn's expansion's coming out. Oh look, Pal World 1.0 or whatever. Sounds good. I don't typically do that. I did it, we do it for the Demon Fight Club. That's fun. And then guys, every Friday night we have a lore playthrough that we do. So we started Diablo 1 to celebrate hitting 1,000 subs. We are doing a Diablo 1 all the way through Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred playthrough, where 9 p.m. Friday night Central Time, we play for about 2 hours, not like talking as much, the ambient, like the music, the game music's turned up a little bit more, not using the soundboard as much. Grab your favorite bevs, herbs, you know, snacks, blankies, and we listen to like all the dialogue and just kind of learn about what's going on in the game. I think there's aspects of D4 and D3 that are good. Obviously, I'm here playing. That's what we did basically this season. It was me and I wasn't in Discord, but they were. Just because it's hard for me to talk to stream and you guys, and then push to talk, and then you guys are in the background, and I don't know. It's just a lot going on. Sensory overload, but you know, if you guys are on and playing, especially if there's like 7 other people. Nice. But yeah, we're in Diablo 2 now, so we're working our way through, watching all the cutscenes, talking to all the people, just taking it slow. Basically, we freed Act 2 from Radamant. Radamant came into the city at night and just like skinned people and took them down. And the people had to rally and put them into the sewers. He killed Atma's family, which is why she's so pissed at him. And then Jaren keeps heard some weird noises from the palace. Eventually got down in there because Talrasha was taken deep into one of the tombs into one of his tombs to guard the Soul Stone, but it ended up corrupting him. And then stupid ass Marius went with, you know, the Wanderer, who is the warrior from Diablo 1. And the Dark Wanderer is the warrior from Diablo 1, and like the continuation from just the lore of that game. And if you want to get caught up or anything like that, just skip through them. I have a separate playlist so that all that stuff's in playlist. And then Sunday nights, Demon Fight Club, where we bound. Last Sunday was the premiere. Yeah, and the cutscenes, and like, say what you want about Diablo 3 and Diablo 3 is fucking, we don't even, we're just gonna play that one because we have to, right? But Diablo 4, say what you want about it, but damn, the voice acting and the cutscenes, you know, Blizzard CGI cutscenes are pretty nuts. I know the cost is crazy, but I still can't believe we never got like a season or a TV show or like a solid movie, like a pure CGI movie. Nicer. We don't do the RMT stuff though. I actually openly call people cucks that use JSP. It's in their terms and conditions, I think. When you make your account, you agree to let a bull enter. Unless you were a content creator or something. Then we're all about that. But not the content creators that lie. Alright? Why are we lying? You know? Don't lie to people. Lots of people that just won't even, you know, watch things in full to see if it's a joke or not, and then they'll just take your advice and word for it. Just don't lie. Like we said, the truth rage-baits people enough. forgot. I'm gonna say, look at him. Look at him, he forgot the CBAAL. I'm telling you, everything is just muscle memory, man. It's like when you get your first CTA and you're not used to having it, and it takes you like 10 games to get used to just actually like buffing yourself. Or you're me and like still just kind of forget to do it. Yo, what up, Frosty? What's up, homie? We were just talking about the lore streams. We summoned you. We gotta be farming terror zones, not just Chaos Sanctuary. Can't be playing the game like it's 2008 still, brother. Pop a shard and get active. All of like everybody's loot has come from just, you know, some random terror zone mob. Exactly. No. I was just saying, like, if you were botting, or like, I don't know how you were making your money, is what I was saying. If it was like content creation or something, that's awesome. If it was like RMTing and finding things, then good for you. Respectfully. Yeah, I think, you know, content creators weren't really a thing. But I mean, like, there were still forums and people. I remember, like, people, you know, even getting hired to do signatures and stuff like that, so. Mr. Zabels. So, like, there were still ways you could do it that wasn't just selling items for real money, but I feel like if people were making a living off of it, it's usually that. And that's the whole reason bots, like, any game that you can make money from in real life is going to have bots. So. Because there's people that will just run bot accounts forever. Like Silk Road Online. There's still people that put private servers on that, and like if something good drops, got it. If something good drops, it's still worth like $5,000, even on a private server, like $5,000 US. Somebody will like RMT, they'll make a connection with this person and then give them $5,000. So like, yeah, of course people bought that. You know, if you could just set up a program, hit go, and then basically passively make $5,000, like I did. Nobody needed it though. It didn't say anybody needed it. Frosty, I got the Discord roles and all that set up. So if your name is yellow now, it's because you got the homie. You got the, you know, you're a member. So that is one of the perks that the members get, the little recognition. So it's pretty common. I mean, I think it's like the least common of the set piece for them. But dude, I finally got it. Some random game. What's up, Oxymine? How you doing, homie? Welcome on in, first time chatter, holding down the Twitch chat. We're also live on YouTube at Howie Diablo. I used to run 5 bots, but I did it solely to just find my own and like have every day be like Christmas. I never sold anything or anything like that. The game's always been like just a game, and now I'm trying to, you know, obviously go try to make the full-time route with pushing the community. Probably obviously no have to spread out, because unless just the web gets cast really large and gets signed by Blizzard or some crazy shit, I know there's just not enough people probably watching and playing Diablo 2 nowadays. But I'm excited. I'm hoping the sniffing the copium that the revival of V2R and the Warlock, and hopefully they keep at, you know, doing something with BlizzCon. Yeah, it's fun now though. I enjoy it because like I'm always thinking of stuff. I'll pull up my phone and jot random like video ideas down. If you guys want to see anything, also we got like a merch website. So if you guys think something would be cool to see or you have like an idea for that, it's super easy for me to design mugs, stickers, water bottles, caps, t-shirts, and the t-shirts are quality. Like I have one. You could do small embroidered. So like kind of like not that detailed designs or embroidered caps, like the homie Wolfpack, the like the shard beanie, the look at 'em tee, that's all embroidered. And then we have some stuff like the golden portal that says I know what you did last season, and just other just kind of fun goofy things. But I always say if you guys have any design ideas or anything that you could want or think of, let me know and I can put them up. I always make it as cheap as possible. I don't like set the t-shirts at 40 bucks or something like that. Sure, you can get my opinion. I keep it raw and real though, Oxymind. Don't be mad. Don't be mad if it's not what you want to hear. But I'm excited for it. Creating an ARPG. Yeah, I just try to, it's, you know, I figure why not, and it's fun to design stuff and put this stuff out there, and if the homies, like, I know there's memes around the homie Wolfpack for next season, and so somebody's like, I would get a mug, I would get a, you know, hat. Somebody already ordered a mug, somebody ordered a beanie shard. The beanie shard has, like, it's an embroidered shard resemblance, not the exact shard, obviously, but shard, and then it even has, like, it's black navy, or the Shaco green. Any Diablo decks? On where? On Hearthstone? No, I don't do. I have like look at them and like they're just stickers, like just different kind of phrases. Like the stream will say, "Papa Shard get active." So we have a mug that says like Papa, and then it's a picture of a mug, and then it says "Get active" underneath it. Oh, really? Dang, that's cool. Maybe that's really cool. I played Hearthstone for a while, but you know, just the money and that shit, it's not really cool. Yeah, so I actually was like fabricator for dental appliances and night guards and shit like that, and then using like use the wand to scan the inside of the mouth, design it, and then 3D print it off, polish it, all that shit. But unfortunately, the dental office that I was working for, the people that made the 3D printer and all that stuff, also had an AI program that basically just did my designing job and that for them. And it was a little bit, you know, cheaper than like the base hourly wage. And so I got laid off back in October. And then in November, we found out we were going to be having a kid over Thanksgiving break. 3 days later, found out we weren't going to be having a kid, and then now we just had the ultrasound for our second kid. That is about 8 weeks at this point, and we'll be able to find the gender out soon. We heard the heartbeat, good, strong, healthy heartbeat this time. So yeah, the wife's working. I was able to collect unemployment for a while. That has run out, and then so yeah, this and then just some other stuff on the side. But yeah, I'm just really pushing for this, and if this is not able to work,
Hello.
it's kind of at that cusp where like if the growth keeps happening at the rate that it's been happening, it's possible, and we have lots of encouragement and support from all the homies and stuff like that, so that's keeping us going on this as well. Yeah, thanks, Nay. See, just like that. Exactly. That's why it was like, I got really down at that point, but it was like, god damn, because it was just like, punch after punch after punch, and like I had when I first I have a 7-year-old daughter, and we have a 7-year-old daughter, and when she was young, I was working like third shift at a plastics manufacturer company, like just doing everything I can to put that. And I was just like, I can't. I did that for like 2-3 years, working double like overtime, you know, mandatory overtime every other week and shit like that. Just not feeling like a person. I'm just like, I can't go back. I can't go back to that. Like my soul will just die and shatter. And then there was some possible just like cold calling job where you're just on the phone all the time. And during the interview, like I had told her like we are trying, you know, for kind of like a second kid. And the boss lady just straight up was like, yeah, if you're having a baby, like you can't do this job and have a baby. And I was like, fuck you. Like I am not fit for the corporate world, you guys. I have an immense filter, but I'm still smart enough to back what I say up with facts and know what I want to say, and I don't say it until like I've kind of figured out what I'm saying is true, if that makes any sense. I kind of just like sit and let it marinate, find all the facts, and then be like, okay, like here's what I feel, and bing bang boom. And if you can, you know, based off of evidence and facts and all that shit, show me why bing bang boom doesn't make sense or whatever, then I'll, you know, I'm willing to change my mind. I have an open mind, you know, let's have a conversation about it. But like 10 out of 10 times, it's always just, they can't. And it's like, well, we just need you to just have the sheet, you know, like bullshit. It's like, okay, sorry, can't get on board. Alright, so we're creating a new type of skill system. Every 5 levels, 1 through 25, you gain an active skill point. When you go to spend it, a UI pops up with 4 random options. 1 skill point from a specific category. Damage, control, utility, survivability. I like it. It's kind of like the OG style of games. Choose 1, and that's your skill for this character. Then the skill that you select will level up, and every 5 levels, you gain a major keystone upgrade that, again, is under a draft system, but mutates how the skill operates. Fireball is now frozen orb. Thoughts? I like it. It keeps builds fun and fresh. I feel like it's not just streamlined super like meta. Anything where you can have a lot of builds that are just fun to play, I think like that's the best thing you can try and do. And anything that's unique is fun. But if it's too complicated, like Path of Exile, or even like Diablo 4 with some of the Paragon boards and shit like that, is a little bit crazy. Yeah, and then I did like, you know, sales and customer support type shit for a long time. And so I was customer facing, and then I took a break and went to the plastic manufacturer, and then came back actually to like the customer facing jobs, and it was just kind of like bleh. Let me know when it drops. I'll check it out on Steam. You know, maybe we can work something out here. You might lose your spot. I'm always down to try new games. God, I'm not like a one game Andy. I mean, I play like the content is about Diablo and all that shit, but I have played pretty much every single game under the sun. Like right now, I'm excited for Halo to come out. I'm gonna play that on console with the little one. We're setting up her PC to play some Minecraft. What else? Dragon Wilds. I'm excited for the 1.0 of that to come out. We're probably gonna be doing some. She's gonna play on PS5. I'm gonna be playing on this. Hate Payoe's passive tree. Looking for testers. Spring 2020. Push for playtest 1 to be skill draft 6 monitor. Mind if I give your take on the inventory plans? Sure. And here, let me drop you the Discord as well in case you want to pop into the community and poke some homie brains as well. Please don't die. Oh god, corporate. I mean, AAA games are like almost dead at this point, right? it's all about the indie games and shit. But funny enough, most of the indie games, I was saying like there should be some law against like Bungie and these companies being allowed to call themselves this and like profit off of the same writers and people that made them like get to their level of success that are no longer with the company at all, right? Like this is a completely different company, you know, like Bungie, you know, for example, the Bungie now is not the Bungie that made Halo 1 through 3. They're not. Like the writers are gone, the developers are gone, the artists are gone, like the decision makers are gone. It's a completely different company, and so people are like, "Oh, Bungie." Even the Bungie that made Destiny 1, you know, like it's still different. Fuck Sony though. Digital, we can't go digital only, you guys. You guys got to be on the side of your fellow humans. You cannot be a billion-dollar company shill. You just can't. There's too much of it. Stop it. Get some help. Okay? You're closer related to the person that just wants their physical disc than you are the company. They're not gonna pick you. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Because I feel like if it's the other way around and all of a sudden, you know, digital media was getting more expensive, I feel like the people that do physical only, they would stand up for you, or they would be like, you know, you should do this. The argument of like, when's the last time I haven't bought a physical disc in years? Like, good for fucking you. Why are you self-inserting yourself into the conversation? It's like the same people that are yeah, exactly. Well, like I have a Super Nintendo, right? I have a Nintendo 64. I can go grab Donkey Kong 64, put it into that console, play it. I could do it in 5 seconds right now. I have been trying. They paywalled LAN. They paywalled console Minecraft LAN, local area network, behind a Game Pass subscription or a Nintendo Plus subscription or a PSN network subscription. They paywalled LAN behind a monthly subscription. That's the whole fucking point of LAN, so you don't have to do that. And like that's the world we're heading towards, okay? You don't have the discs that just pop in and play Minecraft. Okay, now you have to do this bullshit. Like 202. What's up, J-Time? Homie J-Time coming in. Big old member. Look at him with his sexy is. Come on, you guys. You guys want is, I know that. Click that little member icon. Come on, do it. With Mario map on it? Nice. They're gonna do Neo carts though. We gotta get the Neo carts going on. Basically physical that grants you access and like gives the cartridge. But physical discs, like you could still take them otherwhere. Like you could still take them to other people's PlayStations and shit like that. You can still take them to, you know, you can still resell your disc. I can't, you know, you can't resell anything. And stuff like DK where license, like DK64 specifically as an example, the licensing on that game is so spread out. Like Rare doesn't really exist anymore, Nintendo, you know, like all that type of shit. So that game will never end up on Sony or on Nintendo's little like whatever, their little digital platform. You will, unless you own a physical copy of Donkey Kong 64, you will never be able to play it anywhere unless you mod it. Is it? No way. Donkey Kong 64 is? Well, never mind. Hold on, we take it all back. But still, fuck that. Oh, the Switch 2. Is it Switch 2 only? Or you have like a Switch as well? Oh yeah, Switch has only the GameCube one, right? Only the GameCube is like the GameCube library. Wow, it's still, like you said, just about owning what you own, improving you own, and then being able to resell it and like, because there are other games, and you know, obviously they made the announcement after just taking 500 movies off and not giving like the money back or doing literally anything about the people that spent money for that. And if you don't think that's just gonna be games in like 5 years, I got a pair of magic beans to sell you. People will make the, well, what about Steam? Steam, you can back up, like you can back up your Steam games to, you know, local hard drives and stuff like that. You have the access to the actual files. Yeah, exactly. And if they don't, that's just exactly it. If they don't think that that's just going to directly lead to an increase of piracy, it's just like I got a pair of magic beans to sell them. Grand Crown.
What do you need?
Yeah, but then you're caving and you're supporting a monthly subscription, right? I am a bit, speak with your wallet, right? If you don't support something, don't support something. Don't like do it and then be like, well, I don't think it's right. Just have some goddamn self-discipline, some integrity, and just don't do it. So Nintendo Online is absolutely dog shit, even though those games are fun and I would like to play them. I'm not going to support them. I like, you know, I'm not gonna like buy it and be like, well, I know it's really not, you know, the best thing, and Nintendo sucks and they're money hungry bastards, as I give them money every single month. Well, it's only $30 a year. Are we serious, you guys? Where do the mental gymnastics stop? Yeah, you can just, if you know what you're doing, you can just get every single one of those games for free. You can even mod your Switch and play it on Switch. You don't even have to do it on a computer. Like, Nintendo's are the king of fucking being scummy. The funniest thing ever was Nintendo losing the plot and having Tears of the Kingdom be the entire game be released 2 weeks before the game came out. What is going on back here? Oh, we're tickling the taints. We got the summons doing nothing. Alright, here we go. So think of quilted armor as a base layer. Like IRL knights had layers, gambeson, chainmail, playmail. Okay, yeah. Hold on. And helmets will operate in this manner. You will find a base layer, then find some component to attach, detach freely. Ooh! Anything drip is awesome. I really like that. Like, you build onto your armor. That's fucking awesome. And they look cool. I really like that idea. Like, you have your armor and you upgrade it as you go, keeping your armor basically the same. So in total you have skill drafts plus modular items. Yes! Theory crafting on the fly. Yes! It's kind of like the jewel system for Path of Exile, but not as complicated and crazy. So each base component will have various rarities, including uniques with specific skill modifiers to make them huge, make them unique. But 16 inventory slots, armor 5, helm 3, weapon maybe modular 3, rings, ammi, belt boost. I like that. I like that. Words and boots, the new favorite option for cannot be frozen. Unless you're melee, then a Raven Frost, but Horizon boots are clutch. Free up a ring slot. Yeah, Nintendo Online's trash. Like, you can't talk, you can't do parties. It's just so bad. And like, Nintendo's just like, it's for kids. Like, why are you an adult playing the game? It's just like, come on, dude. And then you go to Walmart, and then I was just at Walmart looking at all Nintendo games. Mario Odyssey, 2017 release date, you guys. $60 still. Link's Awakening, a remake of a game, A game that should have only been $40 at launch. I think like 2023 release date, still $60. It is just disgusting to like. Yeah, so look, I got the new Souls. You can get little shoemakers. Yeah, Mario Galaxy $60 to like the remake, the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild, $80. What? What? $80 for a Switch 2 remake of just like, it's not even a remake, it's just a port. Just insane, man. Like, what are we saying here? Do better, Nintendo. Do better, companies. There's people that are thinking that Nintendo and Sony are going to end up being forced to partner up and be like the last remaining console. You're racing and you're in first place, your friend is in last, they will leash the last place and make it faster to catch first place. They just, I don't know, man. Hey, GameCube was like the last good one, I think. Switch is alright. Switch, I like Switch for, thank you. Thank you. Good luck on your game, Oxy. I'm excited to try it out and see the progress of it, man. That's exciting, man. We need more people just doing passion projects and people trying not to be like, I played 300 hours of Oxymind ARPG, so you don't have to. You know, like, just let people... Games die now before they even get a chance to fucking come out. It's so crazy. Sega drops the Dreamcast 2 full physical. Oh my god. So I'm saying, like, there could be some just new console that comes out, and you're like, oh shit. Well, that's what we want. Well, good luck to you, homie. Appreciate you being here and stopping through, and we're excited for you. No, Vic! Guys, we lost Vic. Vic got murked in action. Super Nintendo Mario Kart? I agree, I have it. I save my Switch for like side-scrolling or like JRPGs, Metroidvanias, stuff like Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight, even like Final Fantasy X, Octopath Traveler, just type of stuff that's like super chill and you want to like play on the go, but you don't want to like, obviously it's not, you know, I have Metroid and like I played the Mario games, but yeah, they're just, I don't know. I also have a like customized Game Boy Advance that I re-shelled. Like I bought a used one and put a glass screen on it. Game Boy Advance SP, sorry. I think that was like the sickest console, man. And then I bought from Etsy for like $12 some little green cartridge that it's like a 7-in-1 Zelda, so it has like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Link 4 Swords, Link to the Past, and Minish Cap, like all on it. It's pretty cool little thing. There's Breath of the Wild was okay. The dungeons sucked. I want them to bring back proper dungeons. Like the shrines were just kind of eh. The exploration was cool. I wasn't a fan of like any of the characters really. Yeah, I got a nick. I wasn't really a fan of any of the characters. The story was kind of cool. Tears of the Kingdom, I thought it was silly that you could get the what was it? You could get the story shards like in whatever order. I think it would have been a lot better for just like congruency's sake, because basically I ended up going into a zone and getting one of the like memory fragments or whatever from like the end game, and just whatever one I ended up getting kind of like spoiled it for me. Like I figured out, you know, what was going on, and then so like the first 5 or something like that, I remember I just had to go back. I didn't even really care about getting them. I think it would have been really cool where instead of like whatever one you get, that's number 6 or that's number 8, it was always like you can get them in any order, but it still plays like the cutscene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that would have been great. And then I'm not a fan. Finding the armor and the world's exploration was awesome, but I'm not a fan of the combat system in those games at all. The combat system and the fact that like all your cool weapons just break. Even the master sword like doesn't break, but you still got to recharge it in like just a few hits. You go through all this effort to oh. The game was cool, but I wasn't a fan too much of just like I like the old style progression as far as like you can't go to this temple until you get the hook shot. Like you need certain things to kind of progress. So I looked into that, and they made and played well because they hide things behind the hills. The developers hid the game as you're going up. There's lots of hills and stuff like this, like ups and downs and plateaus and basically triangles, right? And so the developers hid the loading behind the triangle. So like as you're going up the hill, it's loading what's on the other side, and then it only loads until, you know, the next triangle. So I thought that was a really interesting way of combating just the dog shit specs of the hardware that you're forced to use. But, you know, if Nintendo and Sony do end up combining forces, or are forced to, or whatever, could you imagine like a Nintendo or Pokemon game with the power of a PlayStation 5? Oh, God.
I'm gonna come.
You know, that'd be amazing. I don't know, they're both pretty money hungry. And Sony's been making terrible decisions. I'm telling you, Stag pointed it out, but ever since Sony moved their headquarters to California, there's been some sus decisions being made. There's been some extremely questionable decisions being made. I think the world's fine, but I just want kind of like proper dungeons back. Going back and playing like the iconic, you know, water temple or fire temple or anything like, and finding the item that helps you more so than just figuring out which skill I have to use, and then having like actual different progression. I just kind of like that gameplay loop a little bit more personally. Obviously Breath of the Wild came out when like turn-based was going crazy. Gotta drink some more. Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw throw a little membership our way, eh? Eh? Give us a little beer. We'll share a beer with you. Cheers. Personally, I like Majora's Mask more. I think Ocarina of Time was great, but I like just so I played Majora's Mask second, and when I was playing Ocarina of Time, I was always kind of thinking about how cool it would be if you could do like if you could be the Gorons, or if you could be the, you know, Zoras or whatever. And then that's literally what Majora's Mask was. So just as a kid, I thought it was so cool, and then going back as an adult and seeing like figuring out how the world works, and it's all, you know, on the time schedule and all that stuff. But it's very hit or miss. Like either you like kind of the way the world works and the resetting and having a goal of like, I'm gonna figure out this person's storyline, or you don't. And if you don't, you probably don't like the game too much at all. And if you do, then, you know, probably like it. Storyline's way darker. There's some really cool bosses though. Guys, make sure to Hulk Smash and Exodia obliterate that like button. We gotta beat Kaiba and his blue eyes white dragons. And we need the strength from the with the algorithm. The algorithm is Kaiba basically, and we have to defeat him. I don't make the rules, guys. I don't determine whether or not a video has more likes, gets put in front of more people. That's just, you know, that is what it is. Brr. Somebody else is doing some damage in here. It's going faster than it was when it was like me yoinking them through. You soft locked yourself and you were using a ROM? Oh no! It was like a randomizer or something, or? Yeah, I'm not getting a Switch 2 for the Ocarina of Time remake, that's all I'll say. But it's cool that it's coming out. And I agree, I think it's only a matter of time before, you know, we see like a Minish Cap remake and just pretty much everything. Majora's Mask is definitely coming. They just gotta probably, you know, figure out the masks and what they want to do there. Apparently people were saying they wanted like the gameplay to not be like a one-to-one from the old Ocarina of Time, and I don't know what else you would want. Twilight Princess I think is good. I like the fact that you can get like combos and like level up and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Do what you did. Just honestly, what is it? Blue Point that does like the Demon Souls. They did the Tony Hawk remake. They should just be like in charge of literally every remake. Nobody should be allowed to do remakes if it's not them. They are so good at doing that shit. Honestly, the Diablo, this remake ain't bad either. Like, you know, this remaster and all that. This is really good. Too bad I beat your boy in that. You know? Bring back the old skull helm. God. Good lord. And make Shaco just like, I don't know. Not ugly as sin. It looked okay back in the day, but now it just looks so stupid. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you. Absolutely decimate that like button. Chaco's a wet diaper. That's what it looked like. But yeah, remember how sexy? Remember how sexy Azan that was rocking Shaft Stop, Ath Titans, Vamp Gaze, and like a Storm Shield was back in the day, dude? You remember how just absolute dripped out of their mind those guys looked? Yeah, shields too. There's some pretty cool looking like unique shields. Oops. Pretty cool unique shields that are in the game that look pretty pretty unique. My one to BO. OG Traps, what up, Renard? What's up, homie? How you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Welcome to the greatest community on all of Diablo 2. The homies. Make sure you click that Discord pinned message and join us. Over 100 homies playing playing ladder together mostly. Got some single players, some non-ladder. Mr. Wedge, coming on in. What's going on, homie? Wedge, you see we found Aldurs Armor? We finally got him free. Oh, you're good. Guys, we're at 0 out of 5, but if we do get to 5 out of 5, maybe I'll even, you know, sprinkle some on top if somebody really wants to see it. But we'll do a PM stream tonight for you guys. We'll get some more CBAALs and just farming, chilling, going. I have a smiter. I can help if you guys got statue sets. You need Ran. You guys need Ubers Ran. You know, all that. Oh, dude, we were all dumb kids, right? Especially if we played Diablo and shit like that. Like, we were all just goofy kids trying to be goofy. Picking up swords. Buddy, I'll call you weird, but not because of that. What's up, Mr. T-Bone? You got almost 3x3 key set? Wait, 3 key sets? Or 1 key set? Or 1 3x3? I'm confused. Help! Got the merch store. What else? I can't engorge. You move your damn doggo or something? There we go. Oh, the herald pops with the seals? That's funny. 3 torches? Oh, okay. Nice. What are you hoping to get? From your torches, Mr. Wedge. T-Bone, we got Aldurs Armor. I'm free, dog. Thanks, Muzzle. I think it will too. I think do a good job of keeping it real, but also like friendly, and then just having fun. Kind of trying to make the game about fun again. A lot of people have just min-maxed fun out and get very like, for new players, like, well, you gotta do this. If you don't do this, you're trolling, blah 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 blah. It's like, just let the person have fun, you know. Like, if they want to play a bad build and Den of Evil everything, let them do that, you know. If they want to, I will be like, okay, why are we playing a dog shit build, and then we're Den of Evil everything, and we're not popping shards, and then we're whining that we can't find a Sunder. Like, okay. And then when I'm like, hey, why don't you, you know, like, play Warlock or something like that, they're just like, well, I don't want to. That's too OP. It's like, okay. Well, then why are we crying that we can't find a Sunder? Like, so you know there's a much easier way to get your Sunder and all that stuff. And you could just get one and then give it to the class you want to play, which is literally what Diablo 2 used to be. Like, I like the niche character appeal of Diablo 2. Sunder's kind of ruined that, but obviously Blizzard's trying to make it go into more of a one-class-fits-all. Ooh, for the wolf pack. Big ol' ow. Blizzard's trying to make it, you know, more of a modern ARPG where one class fits all, and they're able to, you know, do things. Nice. 2 sword skill, or 2 light skills. Quad res, but the res is a little low. I I had an 18 all res Warlock Triumph. Yeah, synergy. But there was still, like, immunities, right? Like, there was still, okay, if you want to farm this, you make this. If you want to farm this class, you make that class. If you want to do this, you make that. Now, one class can farm everything in the game. And that was, like, not the game. Like, no matter how good your, I don't know, like, Fire Sword got, you wouldn't usually take them into Chaos Sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you would make a Hammerdin or a Fodin or a Javazon, you know, like something different. If you wanted to do cows, you would make a Javazon. Like, now, you could just make one class and steamroll everything. Which I think is the reason why latter seasons end a little more quickly and stuff like that, because people are like, oh, I'm not making my Sork to MF, I'm not doing this to that, I'm not making that to that. It's just like whatever you want to do, right? This Abyss Lock is going to be just as fast, if not faster, than 99% of other density clear builds. So why would I go make like a Sork or something like that unless I wanted to? Like, if I so want to, obviously, then sure, like, do stuff for fun or showcase things. Like, that's what I do. I have like a 200 faster cast rate Ferrari Sork that I use solely for rushing. I have a Smiter that I use for declone. Well, this guy could kill declone, but I used him for declone or anything like that. But the funny thing is, it's usually the people that are anti-change that are like, only the Hammerdin can be good. Only Novasorks and GG Javazons can be good. Nothing else can be good because that will ruin Diablo 2. It's like, how will having more fun classes to play ruin the game? I think as long as you just continue with the scarcity and like you don't make the game loop pinata. But come on, like having more fun classes to play, like making Javazon fun, making Necro not, or summon Necro not suck complete ass. Like, come on. I think it needs more balance before it needs more content. Because if you get an Act 6, okay, you're just going to take your Hammerdin into Act 6. At the end of the day, you're still just teleporting around, looking for the exact same gear, going the exact same build. You're just doing the same shit, but somewhere new. And that whole, like, oh, look at the cool new zone is going to wear off way faster than, like, look at these 10 brand new, like, rebuilt, you know, builds that are fun, that I want to try out, that look exciting. Like, okay, who cares if you're farming Chaos or you're farming, you know, wherever you're farming. I think Terror Zones are an amazing change. You basically just pop a shard and you can go through the entire game. And it makes sense to do it. It's not like you're trolling or wasting your time or anything like that. Like, everything can drop. Most of the people that have abandoned the way of most of the people that have abandoned Act Boss farming and just like pit farming because they realized, wait, I can just pop a shard and now the cave is the pits, the stony tombs is the pits. Necro could be cool. I think Necro is it's a slap in the face. Massive slap in the face. Maybe we'll do some torch giveaways. Trapsins are good. Fire Trapsins are good now. With like Phoenix and Flickering Flame. I've messed around. I have a Fire Trapsin like guide video that uses some of the modern stuff. But I think isolating cast frames would help with that builds a lot, because it's like, why does Druid need to get to 163% cast rate to still be slower? You have to sacrifice so much damage just to get to 163. And if you're not at 163, I timed it. The 99 like cast frame breakpoint, right, that most people kind of just try to break and sit at for Druid. Going from River Flame to the entrance of River Flame waypoint to the entrance of Chaos Sanctuary was 7.82 seconds teleporting. Going to the 163%, it was 4 point something. almost twice as fast. And then the Warlock at 125 was like 3.8. So when, you know, we play a lot of split farm, like tomb games and stuff like that, where you're doing stuff like this. You're teleporting around in a group. Because we're trying to revive the community. Like, actually play as a community. Not just yoink loot from somebody and then not play with them ever. So when you're going around and, like, farming, your build can be super strong. But if you teleport over the wall and you get into that tomb, that room of tomb, that tomb room, boom, boom, what the fuck is going on? Get out of my way here. Why did that keep bringing up the trade option? But when you teleport over the wall, an Abyss Lock, a Fire Lock, Hammered In, anything that's got those faster cast frames, hell, even a Necro, you know, they're at 125. They can... Sorry, that confused me. There were no monsters here for a second. I was like, is this clear? But they will already have that room clear. So it's like, here I come. I'm ready to do my big damage. I got my Phoenix. I got my Flickering Flame. I got all my fucking GG build. Oh, just kidding. Everything's already dead. And it just feels bad. We've played with Zons that are geared out of their teeth that say, that have verbatim said, if I didn't need to be close to you guys for the EXP, I wouldn't even bother moving around. And this is player 8, and it's just two Warlocks basically going crazy. Like, so please, let all classes move around at the same speed. Like, let everybody, you know, do this at the same speed. At least once they get Enigma. If you're not going to do anything to reduce the necessity of Enigma for farming, or like the importance of it, or just how much better it is, this is where all the, you don't need Enigma, people are going to come into chat, and it's like, alright, buddy. But do you want gear? Do you want to be able to, like, actually do things? Most of the people that play this game have, like, 2 to 3 hours a night to play, right? Do you want to flip a coin 4 times in that 2 hours? Or do you want to flip a coin 100 times in that 2 hours? I think because armor, like, there's so many other good armors. There's Fort, there's Chains of Armor, there's the class armors, which could get a little bit more love. I know those are usually... I think they should make, like, a ring or an amulet that you get that has teleport and free up an armor slot. Also, just rework a shit ton of your items. Because why are 95% of the items in this game just worthless? There's some cool early game uniques, but you get them in hell. You don't get them where you should get them. Like, finding some early game uniques in, like, normal that are actually, you know, on par with, like, a black or a leaf or a stealth or a lore or your Ancient's Pledge. But if you look at something like Spirit, right? Spirit is literally going to be BIS for pretty much any caster until you get your Hodo or your Obsession or your Void or, like, whatever that. But the second you beat normal, that's when, you know, most people would stop, go farm normal cows, use the Larza quest, go to Countess and get their Talthal or Tam at the beginning of the season and make their Spirit. The second you get that, you are not even looking for a different weapon until, like, way late. Spirit is completely cracked. I just think they could rework a little bit of the items and stuff like that. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't really like showcasing bugs, because bugs that are exploits like that and beneficial, like, I'll showcase bug. Like, right now, if I hostile and you throw Miasma Bolt at somebody, they don't take any damage. Miasma Bolt right now does 0 damage in PvP for just no reason. But even being like, I know it's usually in a good place, people's hearts are in the right mind, like, hey, look at this bug, like the Indugu shit, right? From last season, where you could basically bind Indugu on a Warlock, and then you could infinitely hork him by just leaving and rejoining because he died, but you still retain the smaller, I don't know, basically. Just a really dumb exploit. I don't like showcasing those, and I know usually people's, you know, hearts are in the right spot. They're trying to showcase it, so it's like, Blizzard, patch this. But you know what kind of people are out there that are instant, like, I can get rich now, and like I don't know how to properly do it, and I'm all about trying to like show people how to do things. I when I started this channel back in March, there were so many people that were like, "Oh, they're just streamer charms. Oh, they're just, I'll never get an Enigma. Poor me." I'm like, brother, maybe you just don't know how to play efficiently. Like, maybe, you know, we do different things, you know, or like whatever. Like, it's not, you know, an Enigma is 1000% attainable. And then people came into the community. They found things like tradery. They found things like just helping each other out. They just found just a shit ton of better ways. They found builds that don't suck ass. They found more efficient farm routes, you know, things like this. And now they have their first Enigma in 20 years, 15 years, all that type of shit. It's great to see. But just this whole, like, whiny behavior is so cringe, man. We just, like... There's definitely ways in 4 months that you can get an Enigma. And that's why I don't really, like, I don't stream for, you know, 3 hours here and then hop off and keep playing by myself and then come back. Oh, guys, look, I was off stream and I found a Zod, a Ja, a Burr, and this, GG Perfect Griffins. All off stream? Convenient. Little sus if you ask me. You know, I, like, literally everything I do is just on fucking stream. Like, you don't believe me, I have the entire season 14 playlist on live. You can go see the progression of every single one of my characters and see what we do. We missed a seal. A seal. Arr. We must have.
Nani?
What's happening here? Did we miss? Oh, no, we missed the Grand Vizier. He was hiding in a wall. There always have been content creators for the game. Some of them just don't. Some of them are just very out of touch with, like, the modern player base and just even anything to do with online. And I want to be like, I'm, you know, nose to the ground. I'm playing with you guys. I'm giving you loot. It's not the opposite. You guys aren't hand-holding me. Like I said at the beginning of the season, I literally short-roped my... like, this Warlock carried 7 Sorks through the beginning of the game. All the way through hell, basically. It got to the point where they weren't able to do fuck all. They're just, like, waiting in town because they just couldn't. And then we started leveling, and I started, you know... True. At least the game-breaking bugs get fixed, but there's still a lot of bugs that can, like, get fixed faster. Like, the unit collision, like, it shouldn't be that hard to add a line of logic to make, you know, or a paragraph logic to just turn off unit collision for chains. Because, like, look, I can't throw him past any of his summons, dude. Like, I want my chains to go across the whole map, create the miasma clouds, but, like, look at this. Look at this. Oh, Aki rings and white rings. Oh, I remember. I started playing the game when I was like 7 years old. Because my brother was like in his mid-teens and he was starting it, and then I started. Like, I remember the big badass barbs with their Doombringer and their grandfather swords, Ariots, just like Gladsbane, just animals, man. This is going to be, we're going to do one more run, and then I got to go. Yup. On but in summer when the little one's here, I only stream till noon. When she's in school, I'll stream like, you know, the whole time she's in school until the second little one comes, and then we'll have to figure out a different schedule there. I'm not sure what that's going to go to, but we don't want to, you know, just stick the baby in the playpen all day and that type of thing. So
My brothers will not have died in vain.
there were a lot of glitches and shit back in the day. But now it's like, if it messes with their... It seems like they're more inclined to fix it if it messes with their revenue. That's what it seems like. If it's something that doesn't really affect Blizzard's like revenue and like they don't really care, they won't allocate the resources to it, because labor is the most expensive thing any like company will ever have to do, right? And if you don't have to spend money on labor, you're not going to. So, and that's exactly the reason why we'll never get our own player count adjustment in the game, is because the game is made like the game's monetized through purchases. There's no battle pass, there's no microtransactions, which is good, but then we get, you know, botters basically being the only source of income for Diablo. Because normal people like me and you guys, we buy one copy, we're happy, we're good, you know, like we play the game. Botters, they want to adjust their own player count, so they'll, you know, and have the best odds of getting the best loot and all that shit, so they buy 8 accounts. If botters were able to adjust their own player counts, then they would only have to be like one, you know, they could buy 1 account and adjust it up. So that's 700%. Oh, reverse it. Reverse it. We got yapping. Reverse it. Put it in reverse, Terry. My bad, my bad. It happens. But that's like 700% profit loss then. And then people will always want to, they'll always want to cope and say it's something else. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. It's that Blizzard wants you to play together. Yeah, by doing split farm terror zone game, like everybody knows if you play a split farm game, you know it's ass. You don't want to be there. That, like, other people don't want to be there. Like, you want to just be in your own game, and it's not all about that. Like, oh, well, then everyone will be hiding in their own game. The people that join split farm games, 1% of them talk anyways. That they're just there to get the player count adjustment anyway. They're not trying to socialize. They're not trying to change their behavior. They're not trying to be part of a community. You're just forcing them to do something they don't want to do, which in return ends up as a bad user experience, right? And then the other people that are there that are like, hey, trying to socialize, and we've done this. Like, we have clips of this, you know, people coming in to split farm games and none of them talking or just whatever and just doing their thing and then getting out. Fuck your BO. I'm sorry. That was command. I commanded. But like, they're then taking up a spot for somebody that actually wants to be a part of something, or that could possibly want to be part of a community, part of somebody talking, hanging out, socializing, chit chatting as they farm together, you know, sharing loot. But no, like, the person, like, I'm saying just get them in their own game anyways and let them have what they want. Better player experience for them, better player experience for the people that actually want a community and stuff like that. Don't forget, we're doing chaos after. We reversed it here. And then just, there's other times where it's like, I do want to play with just, you know, we don't want to worry about somebody grabbing a jaw ruin if it drops or something. Like, me and a few homies, we want to farm, but there's only 3 of us on right now. We don't have 8 of us ready to play. But we're strong, and we want to play on player 8. Let the 4 of us go into a game and adjust it up to player 8. It just makes no sense, but it does, because bots. Like, And look, every time Blizzard does a bot wave, it's typically always a long time where the botters made enough money that re-upping their accounts makes sense to do because they've earned enough RMT, real money from botting, where they're like, well, screw it, I made $500, now I have to spend another $250 on accounts. Well, that's 250 profit still. We just re-up. The last ban wave that they did was at the beginning of July. And if you know thing about companies, they're all about their fiscal report earnings, quarterly 1 into quarter 2 into quarter 3. How is quarter 3 looking? How's it starting off? That type of thing for their shareholder meetings, because then they get to go into their like little shareholder jerk-off meetings and be like, look how much money we've made. Isn't that great? Give us more money because we're making lots. So the last ban wave that Blizzard had for Diablo 2 was at the beginning of July. And July is the very start of quarter 3. And every single time that there's a ban wave, the game just happens to go 25% off. It's just, the greed is sickening at this point, but it is what it is. And that's why I don't think we're ever going to get partnered with Blizzard, because we just, we're too real. But you guys respect the realness and the honesty. And I think people are kind of sick of just fakeness, especially from online creators and shit that are just gonna like, yeah, little corrupt, little weird there. And also the value of forum gold skyrockets after ban waves too. No one will ever convince me that somebody somewhere on some sort of like D2 or like Blizzard community is in bed with someone on JSP. It just, there's too many parallels, man. There's some sort of like back alley, dark alley, under the table deal going on. I swear to goodness gravy. That's my tinfoil hat conspiracy. The bot one is just like, that's not conspiracy. That's just point blank. Like, if you just follow the money, like, it's obvious, How does the game get money? Botters. How does Blizzard say, oh, look at how much money we get from people buying accounts? Who buys the most accounts? Botters. How come every time there's a ban wave, which is pretty public information, the game just happens to go 25% off? Because they know botters will just they'll wait for a deal. If there's not one immediately, they'll wait, for a summer sale or a winter whatever. But because they want the player count, they want everything, they put 25% off, they re-up all the bot accounts, and they say, oh, look at our profits! Luigi, where are you? Sorry. We get passionate. There was somebody I traded with that like just scammed me, like back in the day, that scammed me out of like 40 forum gold, like just an extra 40 forum gold. The dude had 400,000 forum gold, and I did the math because you could just put money in, like you could just say like, oh, I want to spend $5,000, and it will tell you how much forum gold you'll get. $5,000 was 100,000 forum gold. This guy was sitting on $20,000 worth of forum gold, and he was like trying to just scam me out of another 40. So that's why we just openly call JSP users just cooks and stuff, because they are the terrible stain on humanity, man. Everybody that like ends up using that site either does some crazy mental gymnastics. It's like, well, I'm not as bad as the other people, but I still, and as a ladder only streamer and community, it is the world's worst thing for the integrity of ladder, man. It is the worst thing, because you can take forum gold from last season and bring it over into this season. Not even if you RMT. You're like, well, I don't buy my own forum gold. I just kind of like to do it, and I don't do it for the first 2 weeks, and then it's just like, shut up. You're still using your past currency and your past wealth in this ladder season. The whole point of a ladder season is that fresh reset, fresh race for everybody. But it is what it is. I used to just underbid people on forum. I would just like do services for free, and people were giving me like death threats. They're like, you're gonna ruin the economy. You can't be charging nothing for a rush. You can't be charging nothing for a Larza quest. And I'm like, watch me, dude. Watch me just charge a firm handshake. My JSP little thing at the bottom was just like the buff guy handshake. The signature was the buff guy handshake, and it said, "Now that's a firm handshake." From what is it? Full Metal Alchemist. It was great. People were getting so pissed. They were like, "You can't be doing that." I'm like, "Watch me, dude. Watch, like, screw you, man. This player's a new player. He just wants some help, and like, you're just gonna charge him 10 forum, like 5 forum gold to spend 10 minutes of your time." That's what we want. We want community. We want, you help, you give. You give, you take. It is what it is. But that's gonna be it for me. We had 0 out of 5 on the goal, so we're not doing a PM stream. You guys want to see the PM streams? We gotta get that phone in. But I will get some other ones going in. We're gonna take the dog for a walk. We're gonna go to the pool with the little one. Go to jujitsu later. Do all the things we got to do. Who we got in chat? We always end up with shouting out everyone: Stag, Zora, Muzzle, Goober, Mr. Renaud, Nay, Johnny. Who else? T-Bone, Pokey, J-Times, Frosty, Wedge, anyone else? Rich, Uncle Bud, Apropos, Sobo. Much love to you guys. Thanks for keeping us fun and yapping. I like the chaos runs because it allows you guys to level up. It allows me to, do whatever. See you tonight, Wedge, bold. Wedge holding down the stream chat along with Mr. Oxymind, who's working on his own ARPG. So, I will be live. We're live every Monday through Friday, starting around 9 a.m. Central Time. We do this for about 3 hours and just continuing to grow the Diablo 2 community. Super hype for Season 15. Chatters, mwah. Lurkers, mwah. Guys, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I didn't make the algorithm. Don't hate the player, hate the game. All right. Brick by brick.
I'm gonna come.
All right. Hey! Ain't no place I'd rather be. Chilling with homies and family. Welcome on in, Mr. Muzzle. Thank you so much. I'll get you the Discord thing. Peace out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.